Hello there, this is Slim Old Ben, and here's the joy of RJ Rambo McCready. I have all these traits here, whoop-de-doo, and I have a very, decked out character everyone wants to see. Here's what we've got to work with. Lots of craziness. Those things there are like grenade holding things or whatever it was. Here, let's see, Darth Vader's cape, found that at a camping store. It's also part of Brida's armor pack. Where is it? Let's see, we have a shells bandolier, and we actually have a mod that allows it to hold shells rather than just be a decoration. So that's useful. Oh crap, I am losing health because I'm carrying way too darn much. Well, let's get one of these things put away. Let's remove the other radio. Where'd it go? Yeah, this radio, uninstall that. And let's reinstall another one, the one that's 100%. And let's see about removing the old one. Yeet. Drop that. There we go. Now we aren't losing health as much. But yeah, that's the joy of doing the mechanics thing, is you can easily over-encumber yourself and go crunchy. But yeah, trying to get the wrecker here fixed. I found another truck of its type. Let's see here. Found this one, which was nearly fully healthy, and I have made it less so. But yeah, need to keep finding more things and keep replacing them. 97% for that battery. I think I had a better battery. Is that just a standard one? Let's see. Battery. Does it say? Let's remove that one and see what it says once we have it. It is a car battery type heavy duty. Drop. Okay. And I think I had one in here. I'm not sure what it was though for sure. Let's see here. It was... oh, come on. Standard. Okay, so we need another heavy duty one. Alright. Let's see if we have another heavy duty one in one of these. Let's see, the news van probably won't need it if we have one here. Is it going to be heavy duty 100%? Uninstall. See if it's a heavy duty one. It says vehicle type heavy duty. So presumably, yep, it's a heavy duty. Let's run while over encumbered and see how that goes. Extra crunchy, right? Let's see here. Do I need this here? Did I get that out yet? Okay, yep. Let's uninstall that one and put the other one in, the 100% one. And there we go. Now we have a fully decked out thing for that as well. Dropping this crap there, because where does the garbage go anyway? It is the apocalypse, right? So, yeah, whatever. Let's see, can we get a new heater? Might be too heavy. Front right seat, I have stuff in the seat. You know what, I think this is good to go. I'm going to clear up some of the road maybe, although right now it is rather foggy, so might need to drive slow. But now we have this in better condition at least, so yeah, I have a whole ton of crap in the seat, including, I had thought I found a sledgehammer. Interesting. Or no, that's the glove compartment. Okay, we have an empty gas can, a whole bunch of sodas. Yep, I found a sledgehammer. So yeah, and axes for clearing up trees on the road if I can't move a vehicle out of the way. But that's with, you know, when we find a car wreck, it's like we have the technology. And I set the max velocity up to 111.83, so I am going to use cruise control instead to set the... oh yeah, press 3 when you're in the vehicle menu to set the seatbelt on, and always maybe keep inventory off unless you need something from it, because it stinks to not have a view of things around you. It's foggy right now, so it's like, yay! But I think I'm gonna go and try to find a street sweeper. I'm not sure if the tow truck here can tow it, because it is a very heavy vehicle as well, so I don't know. And it also helps to pump up the tires on both the vehicle that's towing and the one being towed, because those can be a pain. I'm glad that Tom Laundry, another Project Zomboid player, pointed that out actually. You know, sometimes when people try giving me advice, it is like, but, you know, sometimes it is actually useful. But The worst, though, is like real-time strategy games, or strategy games generally, because like everyone has their methods and crap. Oh my word! We are off the side of the road. Okay, that is a little difficult to see where we're on. Okay, maybe I should just chill out here. Okay, yeah, let's wait until the fog clears. Let's see if it'll let me sleep or if there's zombies nearby. Can we sleep? Okay. Yeah, let the fog clear away a little bit. It'll probably say thick fog. So, yeah, very foggy, misty, breezy. Okay, now it's 8:30 p.m., so nearly nighttime. At least civil twilight. Hopefully no vampires that sparkle, though. That would be annoying. Be like, I have a giant truck that has your name on its hood if you want. But nope, not gonna bother with that. Hopefully none of those anyway. Let's turn this up to 40 miles an hour. I cleared out most of this pathway, but it is a little annoying at times still. So, there is a house that was boarded up over there. The army quarters has like some civilian or like army wives housing or some other thing like that, army spouse, whatever, that sort of stuff. One of them was boarded up, which means it might have some good loot in it, but you know, not that much really. And there is a zombie inside. I tried like aggravating them so that they would hopefully break out, but last time I checked they still hadn't, so yeah, oh well. So let's just go here. The street sweeper thing I think was, no, I think it was over, oh, I'm drifting. Crap. It might have been over here. I'm thinking I'm going to go back to this city. I forget what it's called. Fallas something. Fallas or... I don't know. It's something. Oh yeah, I need to find one of those vans. But a fully repaired one so I can get a new windshield. Playing with... my brother-in-law, he found a van he liked, so the windshield's already broken though, so I need to fix that. So yep, I sort of don't mind getting new vehicles all the time, but it's also a pain at times too though. Driving at night, presumably there are fewer zombies active, because I set the settings so that they wouldn't be as active at night. But it doesn't mean that some of them aren't going to be wandering on the road. Because why wouldn't they? It's their road after all, right? Everything is crazy. Yep. Oh, let's see. I transferred the radio from the other thing. Does it still have that thing? Insert cassette. Does it? Nope. Okay. I guess it didn't really transfer the radio. I had a cassette in there. It would just count as a copyright claim though, so I don't really want to do that, I guess, anyway. But it would have been interesting if it did. Oh, and I still have the screwdriver equipped from the mechanics thing, so let's instead have the SPAS 12 of Doom ready to go. And oh, the radio's on. I turned it on apparently. Yep, turn that off. It doesn't need to be making noise. I mean, the truck is a very loud truck anyway, so it's going to make noise as long as it's on, but the radio would stay on and take the battery away though too. So yeah, well, in due time anyway. And let's crank this up to 45 right before we go to the curve. Speeding up for the curve, usually a bad choice, especially in winter weather conditions of Doom. But let's see, I think I cleared up most of the way here, but I have the vehicle to clear it up further. Oh yep, I was there alright. I just like emptying stuff on the side of the road for the heck of it. Like, welcome to Texas, where there's infinite garbage on the side of the road. But this is Kentucky, of course, not Texas. But yeah, still have never had a car and never been able to afford a car. So it's like, yeah, I walk to get groceries when I don't have transportation, and it is a joy. So, get to see all the roadkill and everything else. That's the depressing part about vehicles, is animals don't know how to work with them mostly. Some are more intelligent than others, but for the most part, animals just think of vehicles like elephants, which elephants will actually like respect mice and avoid them so that they don't go squish. Pretty much. I'm sure there's some elephants that don't, but for the most part that's the thing. They're not scared of them, they just don't want to hurt the little mice. It makes them sad, probably. But yep, here we are to where I found the, this is actually where I found the other vehicle that I got parts for the wrecker with. But I think I'm gonna name this Ralph, you know, Wreck-It Ralph. But no, I don't know. That'd be funny. Anyway, let's see here. Let's not zoom out until I slow down a bit. We're getting to where there's, yep, there's wrecks here. I could clear that out, but it's not main road type zone. And laundromat. Yeah, let's see here. I don't know if I want to stop right yet. There's some zombies in the road. Yeah, let's help them to meet their final destination. Have the machete ready. And let's see if I am too tired. And it started glitching. That's a wonderful thing. Gotta love it when it glitch loads like that. It's like, that's the time when you know you're about to get bit. Or at least higher probability. Yeah, have the radio on, and that band, I guess, is from when I went here first. I went in there and an alarm went off, and then it's like, okay, fine, let's get this started. So I got another thing having a siren on, and another one then as well. But yeah, this is a pretty good little bookstore. I found a whole bunch of maintenance manuals and even a Bible in there. But yeah, this is in whatever city this is, in the middle of the map pretty much. So yeah, wherever this is that place. So yep, and there's some other stuff around there too. But yeah, hopefully no zombies here. None of them have broken that door down anyway yet. There's a place to get some water here. Let's get some water, drink first. Then fill the canteen a little bit more. And we could wash, but I'm not gonna bother at the moment. But yep, here's, oh, and I have the gas mask breathing sounds on, so we can actually have that whole gas mask breathing thingamajig. But yep, Darth Vader with a shotgun, or at least I have Darth Vader's cape. I wish it would be like Batman's instead, but yep. And we have the grenade pouches and other crap. A reflective arm, but I didn't show the rest of that because I got interrupted by the other thing. MP5 mag, I don't need that with me. I was hoping to find an MP5 that could fit here. I have a Smith & Wesson MNP9, which is kind of like an MP5, but it fires 45 ACP rounds, so that's kind of cool as well. And I have just a wheel gun here, which is easier to reload, so that's kind of a neat. It's a Colt 1851 naval revolver fitted with 357 Magnum in the video game here, of course. And I have like a red dot sight, so it increases its accuracy. Unfortunately for this UVSR Taiga machete, it can't be repaired. It's one of those custom things that apparently from Arsenal 26 Gunfire Main Mod 2.0. I can't seem to repair it, so that's so annoying. But for the most part, crowd control only needs the SPAS 12, so that's kind of neat, I think. And I have the upgrade of the ghost ring and the 12 gauge carriers, which those little shells on the right hand side near the handle there. Yep. Anyway, it's the same one that Robert Muldoon in Jurassic Park had, which is why I made the reference in the Lame Old Ben's Auto Emporium thing. But yep, here's all these here, and it had a Bible there too, so you can like quote something if you want. So yep, all that sort of stuff, and it has boredom reduction, stress reduction, and unhappiness reduction. So yep, and I made a journal finally, so I can transcribe things into the journal and recover points if I do have to make a new character, because this one goes away. So I'd find the former avatar, doom it, and take the journal pretty much. Although I don't know if it being starred would matter since it's my own thing. But yep. Anyway though, I think it's only like if someone else tries taking it they can't, but if the same user does, it's theirs anyway. So yeah, this is the good book apparently. So that's that location. There's also libraries and schools and whatever. But, yeah, there's a bookstore there, here in the middle of the map. So, yep, onward to maybe looking around, seeing what else we can see here. There's some blue buildings, and, oh, there's a zombie. Let's help them on their way as well. See if we can, turning on the light. Hello, would you like some freedom? Yeah, here's hoping it doesn't glitch out and they do a lag jump. Okay, there, it didn't. Alright. So one less... Oh yeah, there's the vehicle I had that I turned the sirens on so that it would draw them away from the bookstore when I wanted to look and find some books like the maintenance manuals so I could actually like fix the darn truck's windshield. The windshield had broken and I managed to get it to work. So okay, yeah, that's the police station here. You know what? This is as good a place as any to stop and enjoy the doomification of things. Let's see here, turning on the floodlight that I have attached to the belt. Oh, and is that one of these Renault vehicles? I need to take that with me. I think that's the one I need to get the windshield from. Looks almost like a shuttle pod, doesn't it, from Star Trek? So yeah, let's see here, put this within the cones, I guess, why not? I think that's the Renault. Let's see, we can find out by going to the glove box. And yeah, vehicle name 1990 Renault something. Traffic. Yep. So there's that. Let's turn this off. Exit. And let's explore the police department, see what they have in their armory in this video game. But yep, here we go with looking to see if anyone's active in there. I know on the solo play, like this is also solo play sort of. I found a Hazard 4 backpack, just not the same one that I have in real life. Like they have, I like the turtle shell type version of one rather than like the ones that just look like generic carrying equipment. But yeah, it should be right around here, I think. Huh, no sledgehammer required, although I do have one if needed. So yeah, let's turn on the light in here and turn off the belt light. There we go. So let's see, FN magazine, Colt 635, all these other things. Let's see, anything cool? Aim point, red dot sight, muzzle brake. So let's see, can be mounted on the FN things, whatever. Prism scope, so Umarek steel storm BB. Nah. Karambit knife, no. I would like to find something to replace the machete with, but it's also like, eh. Not if it's just garbage. 357 mag, that goes with this, so we should probably gather that while we can. See, will that over encumber us? Not much, okay. 45 CP rounds, yes, let's get those, because those go with the Smith & Wesson SMG we have. The MREs, definitely good to have those. Always nice to not be hungry. But yeah, let's see here. Anything in the lockers of use? There's, yeah, let's see here. Wind resistance and speed modifier. Not much other good there. Wind and water resistance. Some shoes. Oh, here I have the ability to turn the shoes into leather strips, which I can then add to clothing to improve it. So like all my clothes, including Darth Vader's cape, have leather strips to increase their armor. So turning the fingerless tactical gloves there as well. But like the police armored jacket here, ah crap. Or let's see here, here's the military green ammo pants. I have leather strips added to increase armor like that. Sheriff boomer jacket. Yeah, let's show how we do that here. If I can, do I? Oh, I need the needle and thread. Whatever. Need to have thread, that is. Anyway, the joy. Okay, putting this back. Okay, chill, chill, chill. Stop with that. Okay, let's see. Can we turn any of this crap into thread? Can we? Is there anything? Oh, cool. There's some aviation headsets. Tex patrol cap. Millennium gas mask, MSA Millennium gas mask, It's not as good as the one I have, though. Oh, interesting. This is part of Breedis armor pack, so I gotta remember not to remove that, but it has a better bite and scratch defense. So yes, let's wear this neck on, neck off. Okay, let's see if that works out. Okay, the military helmet is going to be unfavorited that I have already. Replacing it with the other one and putting the military helmet up because this one I think seems better already. So let's add tailor. Oh, yep, I need to find something made of cotton. Or not something made of cotton. Wait, those are made of cotton. I was thinking they were made of denim. What the heck? Okay, these are cotton, so let's rip clothing, all 4 of them. And then we're going to be over encumbered yet again. But yeah, let's... Oh crap, well there goes that boomer jacket. Oh well. Alright, make thread, all 3 of them, I guess. There we go. So turning all the sheets into thread, and the rest of the sheets we can go yeet. And now we can actually use this, right? Okay, good. Here we go. And adding leather strips to that will increase its stats a little bit. Not too terribly much, but better than nothing, right? And here's how silly we look now, with all this crap on. Yep. All that stuff. And the shoddy, and the 1851 naval pistol of doom, with the modern scope thing on it. But yeah, we have all this stuff, the thread. Yeah, I'm gonna keep the thread, but that should go in the backpack to reduce encumbrance. We have police armor, military sweater, briefs that also add some armor, not very much, but still. Military green ammo packs, Comtac 3 helmets, gas mask, the military PASGT helmet, that's part of Breedis armor pack. Long socks that I also armored, right? Yep. And military boots, which you can add armor to as well. Stocking suspender belt, which I guess is just a suspender, but I think it adds some armor or something at least. Military bulletproof vest, let's see here. Yep, added that already. So all this stuff, and the Stormtrooper Trench Raider grenade pounce, that's what these things are. Apparently you can wear them 2 different ways, so pack loose or tight, and I don't see any difference on that. So reflective armband, I also added armor to that. It's that thing on the side. Apparently it's a little bit more armor, so we can wear it one way or another. I don't know what the difference is really, but it looks better that way. It looks like a floaty. Tactical gloves, a little bit more armor there. More armor, more better, right? Emergency self-rescue rope, that's what that thing is there. I guess it's useful if you fall into a sinkhole or something. But yeah, anyway. So that's what we have there. Oh, and you can add, you can wear the trauma bag on your back. Or let's unfavorite it and drop it. So now, what we have for options, I can actually show it this way, is equip on lower back. This is part of a mod that allows you to do that, but otherwise the only option is to carry it like a duffel bag. But now you can have it as part of like a whole carrying thing there. But yep, I don't know all the names of all the stuff, but it's cool though, isn't it? I think so anyway. So yep, onward back to the truck, and maybe bringing the van back to fix the windshield. Hopefully not breaking it further while driving it back would be a good thing to not do, is breaking it, because that would defeat the purpose, unless it's just the purpose changes to being like, yeah, let's have fun, extra crunchy. But let's not be that way. Pressing I to remove the inventory screen. Angling. Alright, getting it close-ish. Come on. Hopefully that's close enough. Sometimes it's really temperamental about that, but let's see. V, attach Renault traffic 1990 to there, and that should be attached. And let's see if we can head back all the way back to base. Yay, it's working. Awesome. So bringing us up to 35. Hopefully we don't have anything spawning in the middle of the road. And it's drifting. But that's the joy. Oh, and pressing 3 to get the thing to stop beeping finally. Forget about that occasionally. Yep. Come on. I've heard the nickname of cars being whips, and it makes more sense when you're trying to tow something that it whips around. Crap. Some driving is difficult when it's like you gotta remember A and D mean for the vehicle which way it's moving regardless of the perspective. Like, it's like we're in a drone or a helicopter controlling the vehicle below us with this whole isometric pattern. Anyway, going back this way. Oh, and I'm in the middle of the grass as I looked at the map for a moment. Yay, ADHD, and why I shouldn't drive an actual vehicle ever. Oh, the joy. Joy, joy, joy. Yeah, well. Here we go. Here we go again. Bringing up to 45. Because it's good to have already cleared out all the garbage in the road. That way you can just focus on driving instead of the joy of having to stop and clear wrecks every 10 minutes or less. Who knows though if things spawn at times. I think they may, but I think when you drive to an area that sits what it's supposed to be for then. Like if you install new mods, maybe it'll have more things there. It probably should, like if you're installing a map of... Well, there we go. The joy of turning. Let's see if the windshield broke on that. Nope, it looks okay. Alright. Well, that sucks. At least we weren't going 120. Gotta put the seatbelt back on. And I am seriously... Come on. Towing sucks at this... Well, I think at this anyway. Alright, let's get out of here, please. Curbs are a pain. Come on. You know, that's where people say, you know, for accidents, that tree jumped out of nowhere. It's like, yeah, you just lose focus for a single moment and then suddenly extra crunchy. Yeah, it's funny whenever people say things like, I've been driving this for years, and it's like, yeah, and it doesn't mean that you can't make a single mistake in a single moment, because that's how things actually happen. Especially if you're prideful about it and you think things can't happen, that's when they do. And let's make the turn through the grass rather than bother with the square angle thing of that. Oh crap, this is a little slower than I thought it would be. Ah, crap. Ah, my word. I probably should check the tire pressure because when... Oh, there's a zombie on the road, on the side there. Yep. Oh, come on. It's gonna start attacking if I don't deal with it now. Let's switch to the pistol so I don't have to get more tired. One less. Oh, my word. Let's see if I might need to use the tire pump. Hold on. Let's see. That's in either the glove compartment or the seat. Yeah, the seat. Okay. Equip primary. And let's get out of here. Let's do a look around before I start doing this. Just to be sure I don't have more friends along the way. Yeah, V, Vehicle mechanics. Oh, the joy. How's the windshield? 81% now. Wonderful. And there's, well, at least it's not completely gone yet. See, front tire, 27 of 35. Let's inflate that. 25 of 35, 27, 35. Okay, so the next one, let's inflate that. And then once it starts on that one, I'll get into this one, pressing that as soon as it begins the next one. Like it'll walk around automatically. There we go. And once it starts, then pressing the next one. And getting ready to press the next one once it does the same animation thing again. Almost done with this. Come on, come on. Just a little bit more. Looks like I need to eat some food maybe as well. And alright. Second to last one, it's starting now, so let's just have that go there. But yay, crashing and making things garbage. Just because of one moment of inattention and not responding properly fast enough. That's how it goes. The joy of driving in a video game, but still no fun. But yeah, I've never driven just on bikes though. I'll still space out and crash, and it's no fun, especially when I get gravel in my arms for having to remove and all that sort of stuff. That's super fun. Let's see here, V, and I have to press that and then close this, so close to the hood there. Alright. Alright. Let's see, can we put this in the glove box? Can it? Nope. Too full. Alright, to the front right seat then. There we go. And let's get the SPAS 12 ready, just in case. Seatbelt, as evident, it is quite necessary. And yeah, unlike in the other game I did, I'm not locking the doors. I have it where the zombies aren't smart enough to open doors. There is an option though, if you make it so that they're smart enough, they will do that. As it is, they'll just break it open if they do, and the lock doesn't matter then. Let's take some NOS while we're here. Might as well have a little bit of food and then remove the inventory screen. NOS is about as foodly as food gets, right? Right? Anyway, looks like we'll have another curve soon enough. Wonderful, wonderful. Right, in quotation marks. Let's bring that down to 40. Hopefully without the crashing happening again. Would be nice. Would be nice. But it's 2 a.m. You know what, I could probably sleep. Let it be a little brighter out before I do that. Let's see though, look around. No one's immediately visible anyway. Let's turn off the lights here. V and sleep. So let's just wait until it's like 7 or so. There we go. Now it's daylight. And let's see, we still have the seatbelt on, right? Yep. Okay. Onward to the joy of going again. On the road again. Just can't wait to leave the road again. I don't know. Would be nice if I could clear up things in real life. But yeah. Probably would just mess everything up again and again. Okay, got to just not overreact, I guess. It was able to handle that curve at 40 anyway. The other one's a square curve, so yeah, let's turn it down to 35 for the square. I wish I could zoom out further. There is a pan wall driving thing, so maybe that could be a thing instead. Alright, let's call this a curve here on the grass rather than bothering with the other thing. But yep, here we go again. And oh yeah, the headlights are off, right? Don't need them on during the day though. And there's a tire in the middle of the road, extra crunchy. Yeah, let's see. It is going to take forever at this rate, so let's bring it back up to 45. There's a little bit of jostle, so we're going to go toward the left side of the road, so you chip cheerio. Because it's pretty much like we're going on the left anyway. Okay, you don't need to be on the grass like that, and hopefully there's no sticker weeds. But yep, now I don't see why they'd even have that unless those are like some historic trees or something. It's just like cut them down and build the road where you need to, or replant them somewhere if that really matters so much. I don't know. They're not like in danger of being a fire hazard, like having too many way close together. They're just like blocking a pathway or making it so you have to do that and add a curb that's more dangerous. Oh, let's turn down the cruise control. We're getting close to the end of the line. Although I still need to bring the van over to where I have the other thing to fix it. I mean, it's still 81 condition, but it's not broken. Yeah, I got a little too close. Ah, crap. Well, that hopefully didn't decrease it further. Alright, let's unhitch this. Oh wait, no, not vehicle mechanics. The minus side. I've been so used to pressing the wrench, it's become automatic. Even though this truck's probably a manual. Yeah, let's put this back over here where the pile of junk is. Come on. Alright, just in case. Ah, I stink at everything. Ah, whatever. There we go. That's good enough. Probably should turn the engine off though. Not wasting gas and battery. Well, battery would be recharged by the alternator, right? Let's get the Renault over to the other one and take the windshield off and fix the other ones. And then I'll be done, I think. 3 for that. Seatbelt. It didn't even make the sound. Interesting. Alrighty. Here we go. Here we go again. Loading. So many things. And I left that open, so great. Might have zombies inside, never know. Probably not, hopefully not anyway. Yeah, let's bring it outside. Yeah, need to fix that other Ecto one. I have 2 Ecto ones so far. Found another one over in Muldra, but didn't bring that one yet. Let's get the orange one out here. Come on. Get that going. Why is it in condition yellow? Ah, the joy. Alright, let's see here. Yeah. Backing up is no fun. Especially in isometric. Yep, the windshield's better on this one. Okay. Why am I having such a difficulty? Alright, let's get this going. Alright, V. Vehicle mechanics. Doors. No, where's the windshield? There it is, 78%. Wow, I did damage it further. Wonderful. Every single bump takes a chunk off. Wonderful. Alright, now let's move it over here. See the health indicator though. We are getting a little damaged. But yeah, remove the 45 windshield. Let's put on the new one. Oh, come on. Really? Come on. Alright, and installed the 78% one. Come on. There we go. So now that's there, and we gotta drop the other one. So I for inventory. And where's this thing? Come on, we're all the way over here. Should have checked that out first. So yep, this is gonna go drop over here, so it's not just completely in the way. But now this one's windshield is way clearer because there is none. Everyone gets free bugs for everybody. Alright, let's put this one back in the hangar, or the garage. Let's remove the health and inventory screens. And gotta be a little bit more careful with acceleration. Since I turned up the max speed, it seems to also increase acceleration. But yep, there's that. And turn that off. And yep, okay. So there's that. Got the windshield on that sort of fixed, although bumping this along the way back didn't help anything. I'm gonna bring this over to where I've been gutting other vehicles for practice to get it up to level 4. Oh, I can see myself in there. Woo, look. That is kind of cool about this game. It has sort of a 90s game style, but it has like way more stuff to render. Like 90s games, everything was just like, you know, 8-bit pixels and whatever, whereas this is like way more than that. But yeah, for doing some of the stuff here, I decided that I'd use the police yard, since there's this metal fence that isn't as able to be broken. Although in Dr. Madness server, apparently this kind of metal fence is able to break. But yeah, gonna see about making things a little more broken soon here, and figure out how to use a propane torch to melt vehicles. So that'll be a fun thing if I can figure it out at some point. For now, it'll just be more or less like, you know, going here and uninstalling, say, the driver's seat. And you can only do like one item per vehicle per 24 hours to get experience points from it. So install that right back, so uninstall and reinstall, and you get experience points for that. And you can see in H, okay, mechanics, we don't have it in green, but I do have the modifier thing there, right? I think that's meaning that I did the study thing. Otherwise, we need to get the study book to be sure, which I did. I got it from there last time I was over. And let's see, where'd the backpack go? I had it out here somewhere. Is that it? I think that's it. I for inventory, and mechanics volume 3 for the 5 to 6 skill. Let's start it reading again. Or will it let me read it again? Number of pages 3 of 3. Okay, I already read it right, so I don't need to again. Does it say anything? It's not letting me anyway, so okay, fine, whatever. Alright, well, there's that anyway. So I think I'm gonna call it a day after I see like how bad I messed up the truck, though, just by bumping everything in the universe. Let's get it lined up a little bit better. Let's see, tires like that, and then like this again. Turn that off. And let's look. How bad did I do the game? Well, conditions 82.67. At least the windshield's not broken again, but it's down to 52%. So I'm gonna need to find another vehicle that has a better one again. The bumper's 97%, so that's not so bad. Yeah, well, keep messing everything up, just like in real life. Well, for now that's it. So, freaking cars. Anyway, take care everyone, and try to not go crazy.